Yeah! Keep pounding! Keep pounding! Keep pounding! Keep pounding! Ha 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 ha! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are here on the U to the Tube channel of Blitzball Champ Gaming. And I am Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, bringing forth Carolina Panthers talk. And oh, we got such a sweet talk of the Carolina Panthers tonight, following the beatdown of the division rival New Orleans Saints by the specific score of 26-7. Whew, and it felt so good to say. Felt so good to say. Okay, let's focus. Let's talk about this game, because I got quite a bit to say. Second home game of the season. Carolina Panthers open up with a whopping 2-0 record. Now 1-0 in the division. This was an NFC South division game. First one of the season. Whew. We got quite a bit to talk about. Let's start with Sam Darnold. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Love me or hate me, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I got 14 on it. Oh yes, I got 14 on it. And all of you Sam Darnold haters out there, I think it's time we start putting some respect on 14. Because as I've tried to say, and this goes out to anybody that's commented on past videos hating on Sam Darnold, do you now realize what I've been saying? The dude came from a trash Jets team and is now in a better team, better organization, and he has weapons, and it is showing. It's been showing for the first 2 regular season games now. Do you get it? Do you get it now? Do you get what I've been trying to say? Sam Darnold played yet another good game. Yes, he made a bad decision on the little dump interception. That was bad. He admits it was on him. That was bad. Bad call. And that is the only reason. Let's not fool ourselves. That is the only reason the Saints have 7 points. That is the only reason the Saints were able to get 7 points. Let's not even kid ourselves. Sam Darnold, 26 of 38 for 305 yards, 2 touchdowns. A pick. He did get sacked twice. Let me give y'all a little fun fact. Especially for all the Sam Darnold haters out there. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to embrace Sam Darnold more and more, especially after a performance like this. Did y'all know that the last time Sam Darnold threw for over 300 yards passing was November 24th of 2019 against the Las Vegas Raiders? Well, now Las Vegas Raiders. They were the Oakland Raiders back then. But the Las Vegas Raiders, November 24th of 2019. That was the last time Sam Darnold threw for over 300 yards passing. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Opens up his Carolina Panthers career with a 2-0 start. 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 pick. Do you see a difference? Change of organization? Change of team? Do you get it now, Sam Darnold haters? Do you get it? It would not surprise me if Sam Darnold won Comeback Player of the Year. And it'll even be more convincing if Carolina makes it to the playoffs. Sam Darnold is not looking like the Sam Darnold that we're used to seeing. And I think it's time to accept that and see that, open up our eyes wide and see that. Because right now, they are literally showing us that investing in getting Sam Darnold from the Jets to the Carolina Panthers is paying off. Sam Darnold played a great game. Even better than the Jets game. We need to start putting some respect on number 14. He is in a better position. He's with a better team. And he's using his weapons. Speaking of weapons, Christian McCaffrey finally got his first touchdown of the season. And had some good all-purpose yards, some good yardage from scrimmage. 24 carries, 72 yards. The touchdown, it was an 11-yard rushing touchdown, and he's got 5 catches for 65 yards as well. Chuba Hubbard did get a little bit of action. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage, but got a little bit of action. 8 carries, 10 yards. The receiving core. I need to apologize to Brandon Zylstra because Brandon Zylstra was somebody that I thought should have been cut from the team from making the 53-man roster. And he showed today that he can show off a little bit in the receiving game. 3 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Which the touchdown was a 20-yarder. DJ Moore showing out again. 8 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Dan Arnold had some good catches. 3 receptions, 55 yards. Robbie Anderson got a little bit of work. Terrace Marshall Jr. got in a little bit of work. You know? I like how the ball was spread out. It wasn't just the Christian McCaffrey show all day. I know he got a lot of carries, but still put in work. Put in loads of work. Yes. Real good job spreading the ball. And, the second half, the offense was looking kind of struggling a little bit, but they were able to score in the second half, so that was really good to see. And like I said, offense did a better job this game. Definitely did a better job. All right. Let's look at this defense. This defense. I mean, just. Whew. They were able to get 4 sacks, which was Daquan Jones got a sack. Hassan Reddick got a sack and a half. Morgan Fox got a half of a sack. And Brian Burns got a sack for 4 total. Dang. So with the first 2 games, this Carolina Panthers defense put up 10 sacks in the first 2 games of the season. I mean, just, whew. And then 2 interceptions. One from Justin Burris in the first half, and another near the end of the game from Jaycee Horn, which I gotta admit, Jaycee Horn should have had 2 picks. Because that first attempt hit his hands but couldn't pull it down. He really should have had 2 interceptions this game. But it didn't take him that long to make up for it. And Jaycee Horn, first round draft pick out of South Carolina, second regular season game, and he gets his first NFL career interception. And had a good run back afterwards. Had a decent run back afterwards. But yeah, interceptions from Justin Burris and Jaycee Horn. Very, very nice. Very nice. And, I mean, just the defense wrecked havoc. Justin Burris was the leading tackler. He had 4 solo tackles, 5 total tackles. But, I mean, just the defense was hungry. I mean, Jameis who? Jameis who? Will the real Jameis Winston please stand up? 11 for 22, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns, sacked 4 times. If it wasn't for that interception, that bad decision from Sam Darnold, yeah, Jameis Winston got the rushing touchdown. But if it was not for that interception, this would have been a shutout. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. It would have been a shutout. Alvin who? Alvin Kamara better than Christian McCaffrey? What? 8 carries, 5 yards. Not 50 yards, 5 yards. 4 receptions, 25 yards. So he only had 30 total yards this game. And there are folks out there that want to say Alvin Kamara is better than Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. Okay. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Nice try. Nice try, though. 8 carries and 5 yards. Oh, man. And even with the multiple players with carries, Saints offense only had 48 total rushing yards. 48. And only 111 passing yards. Saints fans want to brag and get all uppity because he threw for 5 touchdowns in the previous game. Like, first of all, he only let me pause for a second and look at this first game. Let me pause for a second. Jameis Winston was 14 of 20 for 148 yards and 5 touchdowns. Does that sound normal to y'all? Does that sound normal? Especially considered Aaron Rodgers was 15 of 28, 133 yards and 2 interceptions. But Jameis Winston, 5 touchdowns from 148 yards passing? And did y'all really think that was going to happen again, or even close to that, against the Carolina Panthers defense, who by the way, when they went up against the Green Bay Packers, Jameis Winston didn't get sacked, not once. And then turns around and goes up against the Panthers and gets sacked 4 times. Let's be honest with ourselves. It is starting to look more and more like this Panthers defense could potentially be a top 5 defense this season. And they are off to a good start with these first 2 games. 10 sacks and 3 interceptions. Yeah, not to mention in an important division game in the NFC South. The Panthers are for real. And once again, in this game, which even tops the Jets game, have shown that they are for real. Sam Darnold, he's for real. This defense is for real. Now, Zane Gonzalez missed a field goal, missed an extra point. I know this wasn't the end-all, be-all that cost us the game, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. We might be still looking for kickers if this keeps up, but he missed a field goal and an extra point. It's not a good look. Not a good look whatsoever. But hopefully that can get cleaned up. But looking at other stats. So, Carolina, 28 total first downs. And 18 of them were passing first downs. Saints only had 6 total first downs. Carolina, 8 of 11 on third down. Okay, that's an improvement. That's an improvement. Saints, 2 of 11. 2 of 11. So, defense was definitely able to get off the field consistently. But I mean, just, man. Penalties, 5 penalties, 49 yards. But the Saints had 11 penalties for 115 yards. So, definitely, Saints struggled dealing with penalties. Red zone. Saints were 1 of 1. Carolina Panthers were 2 of 3. Okay, not bad. Definitely an improvement. Definitely an improvement. Still got a ways to go, but this is definitely an improvement. I would definitely say that's an improvement. 2 of 3 in the red zone, 8 of 15 on third downs. Good stuff, Carolina Panthers offense. Good stuff. And like I said, defense showed up and showed out today. This defense is not to be messed with. Now, really the only bad in this game, like I said, the bad decision on Darnold on the quick trying to get rid of the ball to Chuba Hubbard, but threw it right to the D lineman. So, bad, costly mistake, which the only thing it costed was a touchdown, and that's really the only reason the Saints even got a touchdown. Like I said, Jaycee Horn, the missed interception opportunity at first, but he made up for it the second time was the charm, and he got an interception. I feel like there were still some missed opportunities for sacks, especially including the rushing touchdown Jameis Winston did get away with. But there was some missed opportunities for some more sacks. There were some injuries as well. I saw Pat Efline got hurt. Cam Irving got hurt, got banged up a little bit. Matt Paradis got banged up. So something to keep in mind, because Carolina Panthers have a short week. They play the Houston Texans, their first road game this Thursday. So can't relax for too long. Still got work to do. But looking at this Carolina Panthers, they're a threat. And right now, them and the Buccaneers are tied in the division at 2-0. 2-0. Saints are 1-1, and the Falcons are 0-2. So Carolina's in good position. But like I said, we gotta take one game at a time. Like I said, this is a big division win. Big division win. It's been a while since the Panthers have beaten the Saints. And like I said, Sam Darnold hasn't thrown for over 300 yards since November 24th of 2019. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. He's on a better team, better position. He has weapons. Joe Brady did better with the play calling. Did better with the play calling. I'll give you that. Phil Snow dialed up a great defensive scheme and plan all game. But yeah, second year, Coach Matt Rule opens up with a 2-0 start. It's starting to shape up, Panther fans. It's really starting to shape up. It's looking great. But there you have it. And I know what a lot of Saints players are going to say. Oh, look at all the injuries and players that were out due to the injuries and COVID and all that. This is the NFL. Next man up. That's how it goes. It's unfortunate. It sucks that it happens, but that's why it's the next man up. That's why you have a 53-man roster. That's why you have depth. That's just the way it is. It's the way it is. So, Carolina Panthers with a statement victory, 26-7 over the New Orleans Saints. But they can't rest for too long. They got to prepare for the Houston Texans, the first away game of the season. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Texans are 1-1. They lost to the Browns. Tyrod Taylor got hurt, but they say that he's not ruled out completely for this Thursday's game, but we'll see what happens. And Tyrod Taylor, he had a good game. Only had one incompletion. Tyrod Taylor had a good game. So, let's not sleep on them. And, they actually, they got a decent squad. They got a decent squad. So let's not sleep on the Texans. And like I said, short week, we don't want to sleep on them. We got to be ready. Got to take each game one game at a time. But this is a big victory for the Carolina Panthers. And look forward to the next. We keep moving. But I plan on doing a preview video for week 3 probably this Wednesday. And I'm looking forward to the matchup with the Texans. Should be good. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about the game, about this awesome game, this 26-7 beatdown over the Saints. What did you like the most about the game? What didn't you like? What do you think Carolina could do better? What stats stood out to you, what players stood out to you, either side. Yeah, let me know what y'all's thoughts are. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Hope you've been blessed and hope you have a blessed week. And I will see y'all very soon for another episode of Carolina Panthers Talk, hosted by yours truly, Blitz Ball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitz Ball Champ Gaming. Good night. Keep pounding. They're proving us wrong.